I made a mistake. So I'm going to be completely upfront and honest, I made a mistake. I purchased an Ecotank printer for sublimation purposes. It's arrived. Ah! I'm so happy. So this is the sublimation printer I went for, the Epson Ecotank ET2814. I have not worked with sublimation printers before, but this is the one that I found on, I forget the name of where they are. I'll find the name and the link and let you know where I got it from. And I will show you the setting up process once I figure out what shelf it's going on. Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get started, and I'll let you know how it goes. and I need to troubleshoot some issues with that Sublimation printer as well. If you saw the videos just a moment ago, you'll see that the last thing that happened was it printed really pale. Where do I put the printing? So this is how pale it has come out at the moment, which isn't anywhere near as good as what it needs to be. So I'm going to have a little look around today and see if I can figure out what is causing the pale. I know it's not the ink amounts, because the ink amounts are definitely okay, but there's got to be something that I'm doing wrong, because it shouldn't be coming out this pale. When I print on my other printer, it's nice and vibrant and it looks fantastic, so I know for a fact it isn't anything to do with the image itself that I've created as well. So it must be printer settings or something like that. So I'm going to try and troubleshoot that today. So yeah, let's go on with the day. I made a mistake. So I'm going to be completely upfront and honest, I made a mistake. I purchased an Ecotank printer for sublimation purposes because I already own a heat press and I already print black and white on my other printer, which is the one you see up here, and I'm able to then heat press tote bags, and they sell really, really well. And I thought, you know what, it came with a mug attachment, I invested in loads of mugs, let's do a bit of research, buy a sublimation printer, then I'll be able to use my designs and print them onto mugs and various other surfaces. I was wrong. I didn't do enough research. I bought a sublimation printer without researching it enough, and I made a mistake. So the reason why the printer is not printing in the colours that I want it to, so the reason why initially it printed super pale, then it printed brighter but nowhere near the colours of the design. Now this it shouldn't have printed at, that was because I hadn't got the printer settings right, so I needed to change it to the different paper type to Epson matte. I needed to do high print quality and something else, and once I'd done that, yes, the colours came out slightly deeper but not as vibrant. And the reason for that is I hadn't researched enough the difference between the CMYK and the RGB. Now, if I've said those wrong, I apologise, but I know what I mean in my head. Now, I've worked in design industry for a long, long time now, but because I was printing with commercial printers, all of the files that I was creating were absolutely fine in the RGB format. The colours were coming out perfectly well, and so I had no issues on any of the products that I've been printing. So all of the stickers, the vinyl stickers, all of the bookmarks and the pin badges and the art prints and the postcards and the business cards, all of the things I'd been having done by commercial printers have been printing in the colours that I was designing in. So it was absolutely fine. I hadn't needed to do that much research into the CMYK. Even my brother printer, when I was printing some of my art prints here, the colours were perfectly reflective of what I was designing in. So I was very naive and didn't research and look into enough the difference when using then a sublimation printer or an Ecotank printer for any type of printing really. So I spent hours yesterday looking into what the problem is and converting the files, my designs, into the CMYK, and in all honesty they look terrible in that converted formats. Even after playing around with saturation, vibrancy, tint, colour, all of those things, they're not what I would like them to be. So it looks like anything that I'm going to design for sublimation printing is going to need to be completely custom created with a custom range of colours and settings. Now, I have to download the ICC profiles from Ink Experts today onto my Windows computer, and then maybe I'll be able to view things in the colours reflective of what the printer's capability of printing is. But when I was doing the designing on my iPad because I either paint, scan in, edit and then print. So I either paint by hand, then scan in, then edit slightly on Procreate, or I use designing on Procreate. So that is my main two ways that I create the designs that I then put onto products. And so I don't really use Windows or any of the profiles that I've now learned that these ICC profiles work with. So I don't know how things are going to go. I really regret not looking into this enough. I feel like I made a stupid mistake. It was very naive of me, and after running this sort of a business for like 15 years, you'd think I would be a bit more clued up on this. But everybody makes mistakes, and I thought I'd better share this with you just in case you're thinking of getting a sublimation printer, or you're really excited and want to get going and designing for sublimation prints. Don't make the mistake that I did. Do your research, find out about the products that you're going to be using together, whether that be Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Procreate, whatever it may be. Do the research, then make sure it's going to transfer well onto the printer that you're planning to use, and just research properly basically. Don't do what I did, because I regret it now. I wish I'd have done more research so that I would be happier with using the designs I'd already created for sublimation printing, because now it's going to take a long time to go through and find the designs that I want to use on mugs and everything else, and to be able to get them printed right, to then be able to use the printer and then sublimation print them onto products. So yeah, I made a mistake. I was very silly. I'm going to do what I can now to rectify that. I am going to hopefully be able to figure out a way of making use out of the printer, because otherwise that is a big expensive waste of money. But I'm sure there'll be a way around it. I'm sure there'll be a way that I can still print the mugs and the tote bags in colour and everything like that. So I'll let you know. Well, if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments. If you've got any suggestions on how I can make the designs more vibrant using the software that I use, then I'm always looking for videos and things, or any information blogs that will help me to use Procreate with sublimation printing. But I'll keep researching. I will see what I can do, and I will update you in the future if I find a workaround and manage to make a full use out of this Ecotank printer, and I can actually get some sublimation printing done. So wish me luck. Yes, do your research, guys. Don't invest in products, and don't invest in tools and equipment and printers if you haven't done your research. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.